Hey guys, Irina here, coming to you from with my first ever webinar. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, just as a way to reach those of you that aren't located near me, or those of you that can't actually come to my classes. On Saturday, I had a back to school with essential oils class that went really well, and I just feel like this kind of education and knowledge is so valuable to you all that I really wanted to make a webinar so I could share it with you, and that way you can watch it in the comfort of your own home and maybe even take some notes. And for those of you that came to the class, you can actually re-watch it if you'd like, and if there are some things that you forgot or you need a refresher, and that way basically you will always have access to this information should you need to revisit. So this webinar is all about using essentials based around children, but it's not limited to children only. So a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today applies to adults as well, but for the purpose of this webinar, it is based on children going back to school and just implementing some things and basically sharing some tips with you on how to have a happy and healthy school year using doterra, and also not just doterra, but the essential oils, but also some of the other products that I would like to share more about with you, for those of you that haven't really explored further than the essential oils yet. So if you're brand new to doterra and you haven't ever even heard about essential oils before, you haven't used them, this isn't really an intro class. There is some assumed knowledge when I'm going to be talking about things, but the first few slides that we will be following will answer some really basic questions like what are essential oils, how we use them. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Irina. I'm not sure if I said that at the beginning. My name is Irina, and I'm an essential oil educator. I've been sharing essential oils for a year now, and I have been using doterra essential oils for nearly 3 years. And the reason that I share them, and I do this as a business, and by sharing, what I mean is I do this as a business and I host classes and workshops, is because of the success that people have using these essential oils every day for themselves and their families. The testimonials and the experiences, the positive experiences that people have had are amazing. And I just think they are such an incredible thing for every home and every family to have, especially in times where the world around us is so toxic, and whatever we can do to kind of help reduce and minimize that toxic exposure, the better. And if I can help that happen, then yeah, that's really what I want. That's my passion, sharing health and wellness with everyone. So I'm going to get started. Hopefully I don't have any teething issues with this one. I recorded a webinar on Saturday, and 40 minutes after I rewatched it and I was stuck on the same slideshow. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. Bear with me if I do mumble over my words. This is the first time that I'm doing this, and hopefully over time I will get better. This is one of many webinars that I will be doing this year. I've got a lot planned, and I'm really excited to reach more of you and those of you who aren't in Darwin with us. So going to get started. I'm just going to share the PowerPoint with you all. Okay, so back to school with essential oils. Something that I just want to say before I go ahead is that for those of you who don't know, I do not have any children, and I don't want anyone to think that I don't have the slightest idea of what it is like to have children. I understand that sometimes what people recommend you do when you do have children can be impractical, and I'm talking about when there are some things I'm going to mention about doing before school and after school. And I just want to share that I understand that as a parent, you know what's best for your child, you know what their routines are like, what their lifestyles are like, and that's just something that you can take whatever suits you from what I'm going to be talking about today. If there's something that doesn't suit you, and if you think that I'm recommending you do too much, then that is fair enough. Obviously, I'm sharing what I think is ideal, and also this is from my own knowledge and from a lot of research that I've done with essential oils and having a healthy school year. So just putting that out there. I don't want anyone to feel like a bad parent. Definitely want you all to do the best that you can. And yeah, I'm sure that when I have children, I will be working at it every day to do my best and see what I can do to help them be healthy. So I'm going to go through some basics. What are essential oils? So essential oils are pure extracts from plants, and they are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. They are basically nature's defense mechanism for plants and cells. So they help the plant replenish and repair itself if it's been damaged either by environmental threats or by a predator. As you can see here, the peppermint leaf has been zoomed into microscopic view, and those white sacs that you can see is what the essential oil is in. So you can't actually see essential oils on the plant itself, but you would experience it when you rub a herb like basil in between your fingers and you can smell it. That's where the aroma is actually coming from. So essential oils are highly concentrated. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. They are safe, effective, affordable, and an alternative to synthetic remedies. So I'm inviting you today to explore nature's solutions for your health. Essential oils don't replace traditional medication. However, they provide a natural alternative to commonly used medicine. So we're not saying don't ever go to the doctor again and don't visit your GP. Definitely, medicine is there when it's required, but maybe these are some options that you can look at using every single day, as opposed to reaching for something that is synthetic on a day-to-day basis. So choosing to use essential oils provides you with hundreds of natural compounds that have many health and healing properties. You're getting a really wide variety of health benefits from using the essential oils. You basically have the ability to take informed self-care and play a proactive role in your health. So you're giving yourself the tools and the resources to be in charge of what you put on your body and on your child's body. And it is the oldest form of natural medicine. So although essential oils are popping up all over the place, it's one of the first forms of natural medicine in the world. There is a lot of records of Hippocrates talking about using essential oils as medicine. And no side effects versus known or unknown side effects and possible addictions when it comes to using synthetic medications. Although you might get addicted to diffusing essential oils just because they're so beautiful. And they are safe for the whole family when used properly, and we're going to talk about that further. So why doTERRA? doTERRA have a CPTG quality, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. The essential oil industry isn't heavily regulated in the world, so doTERRA have come up with this labeling to ensure that they meet standard of quality that they and only, I think, 1 or 2 other essential oil companies in the world have. So they are extremely pure. A bottle of peppermint is a bottle of peppermint, and just that. And doTERRA actually get each batch of essential oil tested by third parties, and they undergo multiple tests, so it's not just one, and they are the purest oils that you can find in the world. Something else that's really unique about doTERRA is that the essential oils are harvested from where the plant is originally grown. An example of that is tea tree and eucalyptus. They're grown and harvested here in Australia. Douglas fir is from Queenstown in New Zealand. Bergamot and lemon, I believe, are from Italy. And the reason that this is important is because the farmers have been harvesting and cultivating these lands and these plants for so many centuries, and that takes into consideration the time in which they're harvested, the temperature, the time of year, and that's how we get really good quality. So they're effective. These plants basically produce essential oils to fight threats such as mold, fungus, virus, and bacteria. Essential oils can penetrate the cell membrane and eliminate threats, and they help you take control of your health naturally, which is very important. And lastly, they are affordable because often one drop is all you need for results, and there's no constant costly medical fees, prescriptions, or trips to the doctor, which can be really frustrating and very common at the beginning of a school year. So how do we use essential oils? There are 3 ways that we use the oils. The first way is internally, and I've got lemon here as an example for that. So we might add to water, might add a drop under our tongue, or put in a capsule and have internally. And by taking them internally, it nourishes the whole body. So you might use that for digestive health, for your mouth and throat health, or to target your liver. The second way is topically. So when we apply essential oils topically to our skin, we can either apply them as they are, so neat, or with a carrier oil, such as coconut oil. And the reason that we might apply carrier oil is if we have sensitive skin, or if an essential oil is hot. And you definitely need to do some research when using the oils to find out what is hot or not. But an example of a hot oil is oregano or doTERRA's protective blend On Guard. So if you are applying a hot oil, then you need to dilute it in coconut oil. And when we're using essential oils on children, they must always be diluted. You can find the ratio of dilution online, or if you're not sure where to find that, I can definitely point you in the right direction. So that's something to always be aware of. So making sure that we're using them safely and diluting them before applying them to children's skin. So when applied to the body, 1 drop is powerful enough to service every cell of your body, which is amazing. When applied to the bottom of our feet, they enter our bloodstream within 30 seconds. And by doing this, they're able to provide immediate comfort. So an example of that would be applying some peppermint on a stomach if you're experiencing any digestive discomfort. So using with caution on sensitive skin, and we're always keeping them out of our eyes, ears, and nose, or that will result in any discomfort. And the third way, which is probably the most popular way, is aromatically. And I've got a bottle of wild orange here because it's one of my favorite oils to smell. So aromatically is when we inhale it either directly from the bottle or when we're using a diffuser. Inhaling essential oils has the power to affect our mood. That's where the term aromatherapy has come from. So when we smell something, especially essential oils, goes through our nasal canal and through our limbic system and our olfactory system. And this is where all our emotions and behaviors are stored. And basically essential oils are able to have a chemical reaction with our body to have positive, to basically uplift our mood, elevate our mood. Lavender is an adaptogen, so it helps us deal with things. So they're really amazing using for that reason. They kill germs in the air when diffused, and also helps promote clear breathing. So doTERRA helps you build on a foundation of good nutrition. So we're not just relying on the essential oils for our health. So essential oil safety, I thought I'd include this just so you can have an idea of the ideal amount and the max that you can use for children. And you can find this online on doTERRA Science. So how do we have a happy, healthy school year? Just as I mentioned before, doTERRA the essential oils do not provide overall health. It needs to be in combination with the following, which is resting our bodies, having good nutrition, moving our bodies. And for kids, I don't mean exercise. I mean just playing, being physical, playing some kind of sport. And then on to the next one, which is playing in nature. So not constantly being plugged into the iPad or television. Using essential oils to support our health. And these steps need to be taken daily to be healthy. So I found this quote that I love, and I feel like it applies a lot to this. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. So just when we're trying to lose weight, we can't expect that if we exercise once a week, we're going to lose 10 kilos. Or if we'd like to change our diet, 1 meal out of the 3 is going to make a big difference. Really have to make small steps, small consistent steps every day to see big results and have success. So the first topic we're going to be talking about is sleep. So sleep is so important, especially for children. This is when, for everyone, our bodies are resting and restoring, but for children especially, as they're growing, it's when the body is processing everything that they've learned and absorbing all that information and deciding what it's going to keep and what it doesn't need to remember. So this is a crucial time for children. Good sleep improves learning. Lack of adequate sleep influences how we feel, behave, and learn. And I'm sure many of you know how you feel when you haven't had a good night's sleep, and also how your children feel when they haven't had a good night's sleep. Everyone wakes up cranky and get really upset and sensitive. And I was doing a little bit of research, and research has shown that inadequate sleep increases the level of cortisol, which is actually the stress-producing hormone in our body. So that's definitely something that children do not need. So creating a bedtime routine is very important. And I've just got some guidelines of how many hours your children should be sleeping. So toddlers should be sleeping between 11 and 14 hours, preschoolers between 10 and 13 hours, school-age children 9 and 11 hours, teenagers 8 to 10 hours, and adults 7 to 8 hours. And I know that for myself, 7 hours is really, really great for me. I function so much better the next day as opposed to when I would get anything less. So how can we promote restful sleep? Definitely finding an activity that helps us unwind and calm down. So we don't want anything too stimulating before we're going to sleep. So reducing blue light exposure is something really important today, because everyone, especially children, are constantly on their iPads or watching television. And what that blue light does, it actually tells our body that it's still daytime and it's not time to go to bed yet. So you're trying to at least limit that exposure half an hour before bed, and maybe replace it with reading a book, either getting them to read or maybe reading together, and that creates some nice bonding time as well. Diffusing an essential oil 30 minutes before bed. And this just gives it time to really work and just creates the mood. So it's really helping wind them down, and maybe you can pop the diffuser on while they're having their showers or their baths or they're brushing their teeth, and also have it going as they start to read and wind down for bed. Another option is to create a special sleep blend. So some of you may have seen some empty roller bottles that I've shared, and you can actually use these to pre-make your own blend and then apply them on the soles of their feet and also along their spines before bed every night. And you can give it a fun name like Sleepy Blend or Sweet Dreams or Counting Sheep, and just kind of make it a fun, exciting thing for them. So there are some oils that I recommend you diffuse, and these are also ones that you might consider putting in your sleep blend. So from the Home Essentials kit, my favorites for sleep are lavender, frankincense, On Guard, and Easy Air. Others that are outside the kit include Lavender Peace, which is the calming blend, Balance, the grounding blend, cedarwood, vetiver, peace, which is our reassuring blend, and Roman chamomile. So really, these are all essential oils that help us relax, calm down, and they do promote restful sleep. So then we're moving on to waking up. So citrus oils are great for children, especially when we're wanting to invigorate and energize them in the morning. So something you might like to do is diffuse something that's uplifting, like citrus bliss or motivate or wild orange or lemon straight away. This could be while they're getting ready for work, while they're getting ready for school, or while they're having breakfast and it's in the kitchen, and that's why it's helping you as well. And citrus oils are great for enhancing our mood and just creating a really positive atmosphere. As you can see, the colors here, yellow, orange, all very bright, and that's what they represent, and that's the way that these oils make you feel. Something else that you can do is apply an immunity or focus blend before school, and I'll go into further detail about that in the next few slides. So before school, something that you can do is have a tea tree and lavender hairspray, and you can make this yourself in an empty little glass spray bottle, just with 6 drops of each, and fill the rest with water. And this is really great to help repel head lice. So you can spray that on their hair every morning before they go to school. The tea tree is a really good repellent and is also great for hair, and so is lavender. Lavender just helps soothe any discomfort and will also mask the tea tree smell. And I also recommend that you spray this in their hats before each day as well, just to help make sure that nothing is growing and breeding in that area. And something else you can do is, same with the sleep blend, maybe create a happy blend or a school blend, or like a fun school blend and a perfume that they can wear. So this might be something with wild orange or lemon or frankincense. If you check out Pinterest, they have some great blends that you can make. So after school, really checking in and seeing, what's the plan? Are your kids going to play soccer or play sport after school? And do they need to be energized? If so, you could diffuse peppermint and wild orange. Or do they need to wind down a little bit? Have you come home late and you're getting ready for bed? Lemon and lavender is a great idea. Or are they going off to tutoring, or do they need to sit down and do their homework? Rosemary and peppermint is a great diffuser blend to help focus and concentrate. So immune support, something that's really important, especially at the beginning of school year. So basically at the beginning of a new school year, the exposure to environmental threats really increases. Your children are in a new classroom with many other children. They're touching things, they're playing outside, and they're coming into contact with all these threats. So besides that, many lifestyle factors also weaken our immune system, and this includes stress, lack of sleep, exposure to toxicity, and poor nutrition. And these are all things that we talked about before. So it's really important to manage each of these areas to ensure that you do have overall healthy year. So immune support, something that is very important when it comes to this, is building a healthy intestinal flora. So some of you have probably heard about the importance of gut health. So definitely do some research on that. You want to make sure that your children are having foods that promote good gut bacteria. This could be sauerkraut or yogurt. And there are definitely lots of foods that you can make at home to help increase the balance of healthy intestinal flora. So this is the immunity blend that I was talking about. You can create a blend of oregano, on guard, tea tree, and frankincense in a roll bottle, and then apply that daily to the soles of their feet before they go to schools or school, or even if you have it beside their shoes and they can roll it on themselves. And also diffusing all the time. So a great idea is to have a diffuser in the kitchen or in the lounge room, wherever they're spending the most time once they get home from school, and having some On Guard to help purify the air. So as I mentioned, On Guard. On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend, and it's a combination of 5 oils. So rosemary, eucalyptus, cinnamon bark, clove, and wild orange. So these essential oils have very good immune supporting properties, and they basically help your body deal with environmental threats. So doTERRA have a range of products that are based on the On Guard blend. So an option is the toothpaste, the throat lollies, which I recommend for older children just because I find that they can be a little bit spicy in your throat, and also the foaming hand wash that you can see in the slide, and the cleaner concentrate as well. And just by using these products in your home, you're making them safe from these environmental threats. And also they're a great natural alternative to your toxic Latin bleach and other products that we come into contact with all the time. So there's some extra products that you can use to offer additional support. So the Easy Air Vapor Stick is very popular with children. This is basically an alternative, a non-toxic natural alternative to Vicks Vapor Rub. So this is doTERRA's Easy Air Respiratory Blend, which is a blend of, hopefully I can remember them all off the top of my head, cardamom, laurel leaf, tea tree, eucalyptus, and peppermint. So they're all oils and plants that promote clear breathing and help open your airways and just kind of get rid of any congestion and stuffiness. So this is a great one to rub on their chest before going to bed, especially when you can see that something's beginning to, something's starting up for them. Then doTERRA just recently in October came out with a probiotic for children. And this probiotic comes in 30 satchels, and it's a natural strawberry melon flavor. And I will tell you, it is the yummiest probiotic I've ever tried. So these children's probiotics have 5 billion live cells of 6 strains of friendly flora. So basically, your children will take 1 packet a day, and this is just to help increase or promote good gut health and good gut bacteria. And this, I'm not sure if any of you have read a lot on gut health and our immune system, but basically 70% of our immune system lies in our gut health. So if you have bad gut and difficult time digesting food, and you've got a lot of digestive issues, most likely your immune system is compromised as well. So they can take these, and using these over time will also help increase their immune system, and it promotes healthy digestion. And also even they've done a lot of studies on how it helped with other areas such as respiratory health and cellular health as well. So if that's something that you'd like to look into, definitely check it out. So enhancing focus. This is something that probably relates to older children, especially when the workload starts to increase and they start having tests and the way they perform is really starting to matter. In-Tune is a beautiful blend for kids to use before school. In-Tune is doTERRA's Focus blend, and it's a blend of amorous bark, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang-ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood, and Roman chamomile. It enhances and sustains a sense of focus and supports efforts of those who have difficulty paying attention and staying on task. So if you've noticed that your child just has difficulty concentrating, maybe this is something that you can try, just give it a trial and see how it works. So you can apply this on the back of the neck, that's where I prefer to apply it, and also on the inside of my wrists. And this one comes in a roller, as you can see here, so it's great for quick and easy application. diffusing rosemary when studying. So if your kids are preparing, your teenagers may be preparing for exam, they can actually diffuse rosemary and then smell it before they go into the exam, and that helps their brain create a connection and remember some of the information that they've been absorbing while they were studying. Managing our mood. This is something that is really important, especially when we're going to a new school, or maybe it's our first day. Children can definitely feel down and scared and overwhelmed. It's a new environment, definitely a lot to take in. So there are a few oils and options that we can use to make us feel happy, and I love these oils like lemon and wild orange because children can recognize them, can identify them really easily. So lemon is a great one. And then we have some oils that are from the emotional aromatherapy kit, as you can see in the picture here, like chia, motivate, and also from the mood management kit, like elevation and citrus bliss. So the emotional aromatherapy kit I love because, as you can see when you purchase it, comes with an emotional wheel, and it basically on the inside it has how you feel, and then it shows which oil corresponds to that feeling. So I think this is a really great habit to get into. Maybe if you can see that your child's upset, showing them the wheel and working out with them, basically getting them to identify how they're feeling. They're feeling sad, angry, or scared, and then getting them to choose the oil that corresponds to that. And then they can use that throughout the day. Maybe they can, you can diffuse it at home for them, or you can make them a special blend using that oil, or even apply it over the heart. Just when it is in these bottles, it needs to be diluted before applying to their skin. And maybe they need support on the other spectrum. Maybe they're very excited, out of their body, and they just need to calm down, or they're feeling very anxious. So lavender is great for that. So is frankincense, wild orange, peace, a reassuring blend, console, and balance. Balance is probably my favorite for this. And one of the reasons is that it's very grounding, and also because this one's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so you can actually go ahead and apply it neat from the bottle to your children. And I've also included the Touch Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. So this comes with the 6 essential oils for mood management, but they are already pre-diluted and in a roller. So these ones you can actually apply immediately to your children's skin, which is really handy when you're in a rush. You can even give it to them so they can have and use as they need. So creating a routine is really important when it comes to having success with anything, really. So organization is key. Definitely being prepared and creating a routine, maybe the night before school's already passed, so we're in Monday now, but maybe spending just a few minutes every night to set up the oils, set what you're going to diffuse, and go on from there. So having set times to apply the oils is a great thing to do. So what are you going to use at bedtime? Maybe you can have those oils somewhere in the bedroom. If your children are young, I definitely don't recommend leaving them in their reach, so maybe somewhere out of reach. But if they're older, definitely having them on the bedside table, next to their diffuser, or maybe in the kitchen, and that way you're just ready to go. You're going to see it there, and it's most likely that you're going to use it. And just being consistent to get the best results. So thank you all. Wishing you all a happy and healthy school year for 2017. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. You can catch me on email. My email address is greenwithiv@gmail.com, or I'm on Facebook under Essential Oils Green with Ivy, and also on Instagram. My username is livinghealthy_green with Ivy, but I will type those out all below. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you'd like to get more oils and you're unsure of how, or you just want some more information, please reach out to me and let me know. I would love to help you, and please definitely recommend any, if there are any topics that you'd like me to do a webinar on, I would be more than happy to do that and get more education out to you all. Thanks, guys. I'm just going to stop screen sharing now. So yeah, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed the webinar, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and if you got any recommendations, let me know so I can get more up. See you later.